think the highlight of the show for me, if it wasn't the show itself, which was hard to enjoy because it was like I was sweating through my face.
Yeah.
And
This man had to trek back and forth.
Yeah,
I know.
I just carried my whole
felt so
Sherpa
bad.
everywhere.
And
But
then they came in and started setting shit up.
my favorite part of the show was watching the dude who voiced one of My Little Ponies not have as much enthusiasm as one of the guys who watched
John DeLacy.
That was
yeah.
incredible. Oh man.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
he was in My Little Ponies. I
DeLacy.
forgot that he was even in
That
that.
was my favorite part
Oh
because
my
it was
God.
like
I missed that question.
I just read my lines.
Yeah.
Well, and that's
He's smooth. Later, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Connie's Untitled Nighttime Talk Show, the only self-help podcast that only helps me. We are fresh off of Comic-Con.
That's right.
I thought I was going to die in an elevator.
oh yeah.
Hitting all the stops.
Yeah, Little
Okay.
Rock Comic-Con. Sweet
In
people.
Arkansas.
I don't know.
I would like to know more about why you almost died in an elevator.
I told you.
Well, we hit the capacity of weight.
Oh, correct,
Look at
correct. I forgot, yes.
It's one of those moments
lot
where
of
we
people.
both were thinking the
It was
same
3,000
thing.
pounds, and I look at him, and he looked at me, and then like the elevator did this. Boom.
A lot of
When you
people
said
there.
you said you looked at the weight limit as well.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I
Then-
can see,
then
I can
looked
see
at
him
you.
keeping it. Oh well, we just waited to die. Hopefully not. You know.
I mean, I was ready to
Yeah.
jump. You just have to jump
You
right
just
before it
have
hits the
to
ground,
jump
and
right
you're good,
before it
right?
hits
And it's a tough situation
That-
too because they held the door open. You know, like
We could have waited or
You
gone to
just-
the stairs, but at that
Just
point,
nicely
it's like,
rude to be like-
squeeze through.
I don't. Yeah, no, I have a degree in statics. I can't. Yeah,
I love
let
the
that
fact
happen.
that I might stab you. Sorry. Navi. I love the fact. Look at this tree. Look at this friendly tree that's going to be blocking the sun for us.
oh no, that is beautiful. That is a great
And,
tree.
and right as we start.
It's only 80 degrees. Me and Blake were out
It
here
is
one day when
super
it was like
nice.
100 degrees, and
Yeah.
like we just like sat behind that pillar there.
So, I just like to point out that we got to see and meet a lot of people there. I don't know how many people you guys actually like went up and met.
I didn't
meet
meet
any
of them.
What?
Not this time.
To be fair, I will say for this particular event, you and I had been looking into it outside of
Right,
performance, and they
previously.
called us a week before the
Right,
performance
to let
to
you
put us
know.
on. So-
Yeah, no, I spent half the time looking for my tall friends with ridiculous hair and could not find them for some reason, like the whole
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
I
And-
walked into a Star Trek room thinking he would be there, and
Yeah.
he wasn't. But I found
Surprisingly,
you
I was not at the
guys.
Star Trek
I found you guys.
questionnaire because I was looking for her. So it was a wild event of almost like a music festival in that sense.
yeah, I told my mom to.
Hey, I'm holding up the glow stick.
Yeah,
Hey.
Over
right.
here.
We need, yeah.
It's
somebody's
purple.
gotta wear a silly hat.
No, the other purple.
I called my mom to apologize for forgetting her birthday, and then I think the highlight of the show for me, if it wasn't the show itself, which was hard to enjoy because it was like I was sweating
Yeah.
through my face.
Yeah.
And
This
not
man
because of
had to
nerves.
trek back and
No,
forth.
yeah,
I know.
I just carried my whole
I felt so
Sherpa
bad.
everywhere.
And then
But
they came in and started setting shit up.
my favorite part of the show was watching the dude who voiced one of My Little Ponies not have as much enthusiasm as one of the guys who watched.
John DeLacy.
That was
Yeah.
incredible. Oh man.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
he was in My Little
John
Ponies.
DeLacy.
I
Yes.
forgot that he was
No,
even
he
in
that
that.
was my favorite part
Oh
because
my
it was
God.
like
I missed that question.
I just read my lines.
Yeah.
Well, and that's
No,
an
and he
actor
brought
and.
that up.
What?
Who is Q in My Little Pony?
You,
I mean,
John DeLacy.
Yeah, no.
Lancey?
Who is he? In
John
My Little
Mulaney's
Pony?
in-
I
mean, we don't know what
I heard,
character,
I heard,
man. We
I
don't
heard
know.
the name
Sorry,
Discord.
it's-
I like
we'll
the
have
fact
to-
that
we'll
we're
have
all
to look
talking
that
at
one
once.
up.
They're enjoying that. They're
Is-
enjoying the fact that we're all talking at once. Anyway.
Is he like?
That's all right.
I just have to ask because now I'm curious. Is he a pony?
I mean,
Is he a main pony?
he's got to be. No, he's probably
The
not a
voice?
main.
Yes.
He's
John
probably not a
DeLacy.
main.
The voice is probably no. 'Cause
I
Even
haven't-
Q's
I
not a main.
remember the My Little Pony
No, he
guy
played
was asking
Q
specific questions
from Star
about,
Trek in My Little Pony. Anyway.
Yes.
Right.
And the guy was asking very specific questions
Yeah.
about episodes, and the guy absolutely couldn't give it to him.
Yeah,
and
'cause
he
their
felt bad
lines-
about it.
That must have
and
been
then
before I
got to
came
watch him
in.
regret in real time
Oh.
voicing My Little Pony. It was
That's hilarious.
fantastic.
So, if I may, real quick,
Yeah,
put on
sorry.
that because I also handshook John DeLance because I'm a huge Star Trek nerd. Q is one of my favorite characters of all of sci-fi. Influenced me in part of the characters from my book. So I gave him a copy of my book, and he's like, "What do you do?" And we had just done a comedy set. I've been performing. He's a performer, you know, for 10 years. Did music before that. He's like, what do you do? I'm like, I work in the kitchen.
And he looks at me.
Could have had a real conversation with the man, but
what do
no.
you do?
I don't usually do starstruck, but with that man, I had to. I couldn't do it.
I think the most starstruck I got was like Jim Brewer's coming to town, and I'm the sound guy at the Grove.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at his IMDb, trying to think of something clever to say, and this dude taps me on the shoulders, and he's like, "Hey!" And it's Jim Brewer. And I'm like,
When was
Oh
this?
my
When did he
God.
call
this
us?
was like 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
Why Winnie the Pooh? What are you doing?
Oh well, I was knee deep in the bus. So
This
I
was
couldn't-
like just after the pandemic. He was,
Yeah.
Oh.
he was really good. He was,
Nice.
yeah, probably one of
No,
the
I'm
most
sure he was.
impressive people.
Yeah.
I
He
love
held
it.
the mic stand like a gun and then shot everyone. It was wild.
Reminds me, Roger Waters shot me once. We were talking about Floyd earlier.
What?
Yeah, he got shot by Roger Waters at the BOK Center.
Okay.
It was after In the Flesh,
Wait, who?
without a question mark. What?
Who
Yeah.
got shot at the BOK?
I did, by Roger Waters. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he brought out a submachine gun and started shooting into the audience.
Okay.
He's got the whole.
I'm surprised that didn't make the news.
He's got the whole.
Are you serious? Are you being serious with me right now? Or are you fucking with me?
Well, he did the wall in its entirety, and after In the Flesh, with a period, not a question mark, right? That's
Yes,
the second
yes.
one. Yeah. He was like, if I had my way, I'd have all of you shot, and then he shot us. It's real. No, yeah, I was with my friend.
Lyle, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm having such a hard time.
We're discussing pantomiming shooting. I imagine him pantomiming.
right,
I imagine him
okay.
pantomiming.
Okay, it was not a real fire.
Yeah, no. This is
Pantomiming.
But I wanted to. I'm very tempted
I was
to just.
taking it very
Right,
literally.
yeah,
I was
it's
like, you got shot by Roger
Yeah,
Waters?
you're-
What up?
Yeah, I swear, like it
Cool.
lit up right in my direction. I would have been dead if it was.
It's like, yeah, I got punched in the face by Meatloaf. I mean, yeah, what
I would
up?
expect that from like Ted Nugent.
Yeah, absolutely.
From anybody.
But a real
Theatrics.
gun.
It's like that episode of
You want
Boondocks. I got shot. I got shot.
You want some cat's
You,
scratch
you
fever?
got shot.
Honestly,
No, really, I got shot.
Comic-Con is some of the best people watching you can possibly do.
Yeah.
You made that note, and I agree
Comic-Con
with you
was
on that.
so-
It's a
A
macrocosm
group of people who will
of
absolutely sit in silence and pay attention to what you're doing.
It is
Yes.
like the airport plus costumes, dude. It is
Yes.
crazy. Like it's
One of my favorite parts of the Star Wars panel, Star Trek. Sorry, I said that
Trek
earlier
Wars.
too. Star Trek Wars.
I got to step out of frame.
Yeah, shush your mouth.
Max.
Shut up. Okay, so
Marker.
Star-
I'm gonna blur out his face. Until this point.
the Star Trek panel, I love the guy that went up and they were like, was Will Wheaton as annoying
Oh, yeah.
to us as he
They were
was?
like, "No."
And they were like, no, he was such a great
a
guy.
delight,
What
yeah.
are you talking about?
And
great
they
to work with.
mentioned this is why we don't do
Oh.
recordings. They don't let you bring phones in or whatever for the
Right.
questionnaires. That being said,
shit.
you can look it
What
up.
the fuck?
You can
Sorry.
look up lots of them, and some of the Star Trek actors, Brent Spiner in particular,
He was
he'll
hilarious.
take
He
the
was
mic and
so
go
much
into the
fun to
crowd.
listen
He'll start
to.
asking questions to the other actors that people ask all the time. You know, he's performing the part of the big fan or whatever. It's great.
He's
it's
a
great.
plant.
He's a.
He's a plant.
Pretty
Well,
much.
okay. Well, I mean that's good. I mean they should definitely pro wrestle the shit out of those. But like, all right. Well, my experience with Comic-Con was like I went through that goddamn TSA checkpoint so many times. So many times that I was friends with the guy. He's like, "You bring any weapons in this time?" And I'm like, "I wish." Like, I don't know how many times I have to do this.
We actually, when we came to come back in, because we went outside to vape, we just like went around.
Yeah. She's
I was
very
like,
proud of-
I am.
of skirting
I was,
the rules
I
when
was
she
like,
can.
I was like, babe, let's just go this way. He's like, okay, and he's like, why are we going this way? And I was like, we're getting around TSA. Duh.
Now you had a con experience before that. In
Yeah,
Little
but
Rock,
that was
or-
I had like a staff badge. I didn't have to like go through
You
a
have to
maze.
do all
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And I was like, everybody knows I'm not gonna shoot everybody, right?
Which is also kind of
you
ridiculous.
guys gave me a T-shirt. This is totally cool.
This
All
is
right.
totally
as
alright.
as part of the event, it was also kind of ridiculous. But I think on that note, I guess I had applied for a panel as opposed to a performance on stage.
Dude, no, do that.
So I didn't
Apply for
know.
the panel.
Yeah.
I didn't
Apply
know.
for the panel.
I just
Dude,
applied.
get the-
Period. I just applied.
It's the
Period.
same shit. Bring all your PA. You bring like
Yeah, bring the
Yes.
PA.
Cause like honestly, like on the sly, like that could be like one of the best shows ever.
Yeah, no, it really could. If we had been,
That's
if
what I
I
was thinking.
had a little bit more time to prepare, I feel like a week
I
finding
could
out
just
beforehand.
take mushrooms and perform for
Well,
Totoro,
see-
dude.
oh
Like,
my God,
yeah.
yes.
I would fucking love that.
I was
Like,
thinking you
there-
guys
there
were
are
gonna go up
kids.
there.
That is-
I was
sorry.
thinking, no, sorry.
No, you.
I was thinking you guys were gonna go up there and do the panel and like do the questionnaire and like make jokes as the people were like asking questions.
That would've been
and
fun.
stuff,
That
to
was
be
not
honest
the
with
plan.
you.
Meta-
That's kind of what I was thinking you were gonna
Moving
do
forward-
with the
Whenever you
panel
have any questions,
idea.
it's the how do you get into this? It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, how do
No.
you
Like,
trauma?
yeah, I have a
I
question.
say
this
Who
is
are
something
you?
I would never want
Who
to do.
are any
After
of you?
watching this, I would never want to do this.
You remember the people that got up and left? Lyle, you were so wonderful.
I-
I don't blame you.
Yeah,
that was
no.
what I died.
Mid-joke, I don't blame you. That was
died.
great.
Oh my god, you were hilarious.
I enjoyed the show
the
very
freaking
much.
yes,
Yes, it was
and
a
the
person
show
who-
was great.
Found a way to put it on. I
Oh
guess.
my god! Not only did you guys put it on, but like as part of the crowd, it was top notch for being a last minute fucking shindig.
Going
it really
forward,
was.
knowing whether it's a panel room or a stage, definitely important.
Yeah, I mean, had I known what the gig actually was, I probably would have shown up an hour early, and I probably should have done
Right.
that anyway. But I was here.
We were trying.
Yeah,
talking
we were
about Lyle
trying.
doing that.
And like we're saying, we're here in Fayetteville. We had to go to Little Rock. It's 2 hours away.
No,
Hour and a half.
Like 2.5.
2.5.
About.
Fayetteville, it's 2:45.
Oh yeah, y'all have extra.
Y'all look
It sucks.
farther
Y'all have
away.
extra.
Yeah, I was like, we were on the road, and I had to pee, and like,
Yeah, no, I feel
See,
that.
my back has just been killing me, so these road trips are like, oh, cool, okay.
We
yeah,
did
I'm
this
just
for the
gonna
art though. We did this for the art though, people.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Do it for the vine.
Do it for the vine, we sure
I edit that
did.
part out. They gave us. It was fine.
Right?
I should have given us more.
Yeah. Sneech.
Each
Honestly, though, like,
Sneech.
participation trophies.
if they like, I don't know what the process is for getting a room like that for an hour, but if there's
Right.
there is enough people just milling about that you could
Yeah.
at least in that
Absolutely.
room get them.
Well, in this particular instance, like I said, it was a week before. I imagine they had someone cancel on them because I don't even remember applying for this panel, so it had to have been after we did the Comic-Con last year in Fort
Right.
Smith, which is
So-
almost a
For
year
sure,
ago. And we
probably.
did that on the main stage, middle of the night for the adult class, whatever.
Right.
What is the process for applying to that stuff, though?
Go to their
You just
website
go
and
to the
apply.
website.
We, like literally right now, we could go apply for Arkansas Comic Con next year right now.
Huh.
And I told some of the Little Rock people who were wanting to get on the show but were
What
busy
if you
that week
guys
to
did
do
that?
that.
What
I
if
still
you
need to
guys?
get-
What if you guys got a panel together?
Still need to get married.
I would
Death
love
Fest
for everyone
tickets.
to do that.
Sorry,
I
completely
have my
unrelated.
own Comic Con project I'm working on for
Pokemon,
next year.
Pokemon comedy show.
Pokemon. Wait,
No, it
isn't
would
that
just
a
be
woman?
so cool to see a panel of comedians and have people be able to like ask
I'll get it.
questions. Like that's a
I'll get it.
legitimate question.
I'm in the
I feel
process
like.
of getting it.
Like, how do you get
I'll
into
get it.
this? What makes you
Actually, I
become a
don't even see it.
comedian?
Oh.
What makes your drive go? Like, I feel like important
I-
questions like
It's
that. could be
Comic
asked.
Con.
Yeah, it's
Ah.
I don't-
That was my
I
opening
don't see
joke
where
and
it
it
went.
did not hit.
That's alright. Oh, really? Shed.
I had a couple of jokes hit. You know, it is what it is. I don't think the crowd
you gotta back
particularly
up.
knew what to expect either, because I don't know how it was
Can't
presented to them because we weren't put on the thing till a week before.
Yeah, my
Right.
observation is that it said comedy show on the thing in the conference room, and I was like, all right.
Right,
For
it
a
was
week
comedy
before the
show.
event,
Yes.
as opposed to months before that everyone
I
would have
don't-
been watching, looking to see what celebrities are coming, that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Either way,
yeah.
it was just
Yeah, I
a
had
different
no
process.
clue.
I really appreciate them having put us on. That's the people who put on the cons around here. I appreciate them putting us on, but at the same time, I just forgot that I even applied to do that, and it was last minute. And
I honestly don't like planning stuff 6 months ahead of time to begin with. Anyway.
I'm more of a 2 weeks before kind of person.
I was like, yeah,
so you
anytime I
needed
do
another week.
Oh, yeah, I needed another week.
No, this
No,
is the guy
he
you stole the
asked-
mics from.
He asked me if I wanted
Or
to
did you
do
steal 'em?
the Comic-Con, and I have too many nerves, man. I would have been sitting there talking gibberish in front of a room full
Hey,
of people.
yeah,
Hey,
it's
that,
like
that
the
could be
three
funny.
of us.
That could be very funny.
It could be. Lyle, I loved your set. I was really disappointed when those people left.
Oh, that,
But-
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
No,
but
well,
that
okay,
was
so I left my
awesome.
scissors
How
in the
did she
bathroom.
even
Because I was
do
like,
that?
because I was like, they're not gonna let me take these through. A kid in the audience just had a little pair of safety scissors.
That
you
was
asked for
great.
some scissors. They're like, I got,
And then
I
I
got
was like,
kid
lo and
scissors.
behold, it's like I shouldn't be that surprised because it's full of cosplayers.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
I kinda
We're ready
thought
for
the same thing.
adjustments.
It's full of cosplayers.
Which,
Somebody
speaking
got
of,
scissors.
drug dealer tricks.
Oh yeah. Speaking of the actual Comic-Con
Yes.
and the actual like displays, did you guys at least get to see the Avatar display? Because holy
Oh, with
shit.
Appa.
The
Yeah.
giant
I wanted to
Appa.
get all up on
Oh
that.
my
Yeah.
Oh
God.
yeah, that avatar.
I actually took a picture. I had a picture of one of the kids on it just for like size reference. Oh my god, that thing was so cool.
Dragons and shit.
That
What
and I
time you got there, Lyle?
11 to
6:42.
yes, that.
I really just
There was a
wanted,
2 in there. I was.
A third right.
I really just wanted to go up to the Hardy Brothers and be like, hey, I remember when you guys first
fine.
debuted. I'm
Everything's
that
fine.
old. Okay, bye. And man, they were looking about as old as they should for having debuted when they did. That was cool.
They had
That
them.
was
Kane,
surreal.
Kane was
sorry.
there as far as wrestlers. They
That
had
was
them and
surreal.
Kane.
Yeah.
Was Kane in paint or?
He wasn't there on Friday. Apparently, he something
So-
happened. He
so
was
th-
there.
this is why I needed
Saturday,
scissors.
the next day. But yeah, no, he was in his mask.
But
There you go.
Your little headband. I love it. You're a trip,
you were
dude.
saying?
You're a trip.
I do approximately $0.
Me too.
Oh, mark that. I'm unemployed now. We don't need to.
Hey, me too. I'm supposed to start a job on Thursday, and they haven't given me my time yet. So I was supposed to go back after the other things.
So we got to meet. He talked about meeting one of his heroes. I got to meet one of mine. My boy Gohan from Dragon Ball
Adult
Z.
Gohan,
Adult Gohan.
and then the announcer from the tournaments.
So I got to
Oh,
meet him.
yeah.
Kyle
Dang.
Hebert, literally.
He was so nice.
So nice.
He
Like
was
the
coolest.
jolliest
He was so
guy I've
happy
ever
that we
met
were
in
all
my
there. He
whole
also
life.
got added on less than a week before.
For sure, and honestly, seemed like one of the happiest people to be there. I would like to point out that he kind of had a Master Roshi vibe going on with his little Hawaiian shirt and his bald hair, but like
He had a
it was
Hawaiian shirt that
great.
said OnlyFans and
so
had
the right
fans.
kind
It
on
was great.
So not a creepy kind of.
No.
No.
No, definitely just like a happier kind of Roshi, I guess, a jollier kind of Roshi.
Drunk Roshi.
Yes.
Droshi.
A Droshi.
Like a Santa Claus with a turtle on
He
his back.
forgot about women for a
Basically,
little
honestly,
bit.
that's literally kind of what he looked like, but bald.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I aspire to that one day.
Dude, he was so cool.
It must be wild scheduling that stuff because us getting added on and then that, he's a bigger act, a bigger name and voice act can get
And a
added on.
week
And he did a whole
before-
panel in that same room. They did the
Yep.
Star Trek room. So within less than a week, they added him on as a celebrity
Hey, we need
guest.
you to talk
They
for
added
5
him on
hours.
the panel. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild how all that stuff happens. Like,
Yeah, it seems like I could do it.
if you follow cons, though, they always have that going on where at the last minute, one or two celebrities will drop off and they'll replace it. But
Wow.
plenty of people are always ready to do that, I
And
guess.
that's why I don't like to plan gigs longer than like 3 weeks in advance.
So
It's because like every
Something
single
could
time
happen.
I do that,
Right.
I have to completely change every single fucking detail. And then the night of, it's like the county fair.
yeah.
And it's like, all right, cool.
Speaking of the county fair, I would like to point out that if you have never experienced a Comic-Con before, which I had only been to one and it was much smaller.
That was our Fort Smith one and this Arkansas one, or Arkansas Comic Con, which was in Little Rock.
I'm just
But
gonna
yeah.
point this out: the smells at the Comic-Con.
I had COVID in the pandemic. I have no smell, so I was fine.
Must be nice.
Yeah, I was fine.
it definitely smelled like the
People
Magic
have to
the
tell me
Gathering
when I
tournament.
smell. It's great.
Yeah.
It was
Unfortunately,
rough.
I missed that though. I didn't
I
have to
did
sit
too.
next to anybody.
I did too.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I walked in and I was like,
Oh, you smelled it in the
yeah.
whole room.
Oh yeah, it was
Oh,
the whole room.
okay.
I was like, there's a bunch of nerds in here. I can smell it. No, it was great. And honestly, everybody was so nice. Like people were holding doors open for each other, like complimenting each
Everyone
other.
at cons are nice.
Everyone was
People
super
who go to
nice.
cons
Well,
are
'cause-
that type of person.
I wasn't
probably
even
bullied
dressed
so they know
up.
how it feels to feel
Yeah.
bad. And then
wasn't
it's like
even
when you're in
dressed
your
up.
own with your own kind. It's
The
Yes.
guy
Yeah.
selling a bunch of knives and swords might have been the bully at
That guy
some
was
point,
cool.
but he's like the outlier.
Those are usually the best.
The sword sellers.
The repentant bully.
Oh yeah.
I love that people
Yeah,
were
yeah.
complimenting my outfit and I wasn't even dressed up. I was like, thanks.
That was my second joke. It's because I have gone to like a Halloween party and been accused of like, are you Macklemore? I'm like,
Yes, yes I am.
sure. Sure.
You want to
I
go
am
thrift
now.
shopping?
Yep.
he sold me his, he sold me his likeness.
Ooh,
I
perfect.
did buy this car at a thrift store.
Yeah.
Shout out to Buick LeSabre.
Dude,
13th longest lasting vehicle.
well, honestly,
But shit, it was
the kind
99
of engine
cents.
they put in those things, I don't know enough about cars, but I saw a
Pretty
clip
sweet.
once
It's a
on
pretty fucking
YouTube.
dope engine.
Yeah, it will last forever.
Yeah, I know it does.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I've killed armadillo, deer.
3
Ow.
men.
Yeah, crows. They're
Owls are
supposed to be
easy. Owls
smart.
are so
4.5
easy, bro.
rabbits.
Not well. Yeah, they're real quiet too. Also,
Yeah, they
really
got-
greasy.
The,
leave like a
me.
the
print.
silent
Yeah.
killers.
Nobody thinks, nobody thinks of an owl like a moth, but they're dusty bitches. Because you can see his whole face on the windshield. So, poof. Yep. What else? Mailboxes. That was in it.
Oh man,
No,
mailboxes, they're
yeah.
my go-to. Because I think they're...
Yeah.
You ever like be driving?
Yeah.
You ever done be like,
just
oh shit,
driving
there's a
down the road,
person
you're
right
like,
at the
oh
edge of
my
the
God.
road. Oh no, it's a mailbox.
Edit out. Right there. So make it sound terrible.
It's a true thing.
No.
I've hit a couple
Whoa.
mailboxes, thought I hit a person. I
learned-
felt real bad till I knew it was a mailbox.
I learned
Yeah.
how to drive in December in Minnesota with
Oh,
a
fun.
disposable pickup truck.
Okay, a disposable.
It was $300.
Like an S10 or something.
Yeah. Kind of. Or something. It was like a retired highway maintenance vehicle.
Oh,
It was
all
back
right.
before they
Still had the
just,
tags and the lights.
it was lime green.
Oh.
Lime green and rust.
So you could see
And you
that
could-
from a mile away.
And you could see the road you were driving on too when you drove the car. And it was fun because it was like, when you're learning to drive on ice, like you stomp the gas, the tail swings out. It's kind of like a jet ski, Especially when you hit a snowbank, kind of makes a wave. Every once in a while, you'd find like a mailbox in there. Like, oh, fuck.
North world problems.
Wow. Learning to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have to deal with ice so much down here.
Yeah. Well, except for like 3 times every 4 years, and
Is it the same down here as bad as it would be in Wisconsin?
no. Here it doesn't get. Okay, so up north it can actually get cold, like too
Yeah.
cold, too snow.
Oh,
Whoa.
yeah.
Like right around like -30.
Just
like,
ice and
well,
sleet or
like,
something.
Yeah, there's no time for the ice to form into like
Right.
big drops, so
It
it
just
just kind of like
freezes.
it's like
That's
specks.
nuts.
And here it's got the opposite problem. Here it'll teeter between like freezing and not for long enough to make an ice rink, and people have no experience dealing with it, so they'll
Right.
do everything
Right.
exactly
Right.
wrong
Yeah.
to make it into a perfect
Right.
ice
No,
rink.
absolutely.
Like, okay,
Hold my beer.
last big snowstorm they had, it was like, had they done nothing, everything would have been fine. That's how cold it was. But what they did is they laid down beet juice. But beet juice is only like gonna melt the snow for a certain temperature, and it dipped below that. So all they did was melt everything
Solidify it.
Solidify
into a more better ice.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and then people died.
Oh,
Oof.
well.
Good times.
Beet juice.
Shout out to
Oh.
civil engineering.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the
Shout out
sexy
to
part of the
beet
show.
juice.
What time somebody got?
It
I got musicians
is.
mean mugging me as they walk through the
6:50.
street. Okay,
Mean
all right, I
mugging?
got 10 more
Mean
minutes here.
They can be mug you all they want, tell me mug back.
Huh?
I call this one blue steel. I'm just kidding.
I call this the. It takes so much to do just a little.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's what that is. It's
All right.
a clip.
It's a
clip
marker.
thing.
No,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice.
Go visit this. Sometimes I'll say something awful to spice things
You're
up.
like,
and
take
shock
that out
people.
later.
You know.
I've said worse things.
Oh, we've all said worse things.
See, that's how that works.
Uh,
I have no opinions about anything. Seems hot over there.
It does seem hot over there. Is it
Over
hot
now.
over there?
Fine.
Well, over there.
or yonder.
I meant. Oh, I was being literal. Over there. Over yonder.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, halfway around the planet, anywhere near the equator, actually.
Yeah, no, it's real bad there. They don't get that ice problem. I imagine.
Well,
Yeah, they got the opposite.
Man.
It's actually
Charizard would love it there.
it's always too hot to snow.
Charizard would love it.
well, don't
Charizard?
temperatures plummet
Sand
in
true,
deserts
too.
like dramatically at night?
Yeah, they do.
Deserts,
yeah,
yes.
usually in
Large.
deserts.
But there's no precipitation, so there's.
No ice.
I say, I don't know the geography of
How do they
Palestine.
keep their drinks cold?
That's what I was saying earlier. They used to just not, and some people still
There's
don't.
no ice.
They just don't.
Yeah.
You know?
Ice just doesn't really travel well.
Like in Germany, that's not a big thing. You
Are you
don't-
talking about beer and stuff?
No, I mean you don't order your drinks with ice. They
It's,
don't keep
oh,
ice.
I want that. I don't
Like,
want
they have,
ice in everything.
They have dry ice and stuff that they'll keep in refrigerators and stuff, but like they don't do ice beverages and stuff.
Well, there's a reason I lost the war.
They were
because
too
of the
ice.
warmed up.
We had the ice.
Because
Too
we have
drunk.
the ice.
Oh, actually,
the Germans.
Hey,
even
all
today,
you
they're
all you
drinkers.
have to do is
they
be
wanted-
above the bar to drink, and
They wanted.
that's Ireland. Just kidding.
Hey, well, I found out in Vail. I went to Colorado last week, or whenever it was, and we had it was the 10th Mountain Division. They took Mount Belvedere with like a third of the troops that the Germans had. It was a fascinating little. This is less interesting than I thought it would be.
It
but
said that they inflated the other 2/3 of the troops, and that the Germans attacked them
yeah,
instead.
that's how it went.
Yep.
And but yeah, it was like ski patrols, but
Gotta
it was like
roll
You said like ski
Like-
patrol?
well, yeah, essential, but only militaristic. You know, like the day
That's
after
wild.
Pearl Harbor, this
I'm
one
already,
dude,
I'm already
like,
whatever
like
that
send
James
a-
Bond movie is
sent
with the
a,
scene where he's running
an
down
email.
the snow slopes.
an email. What do they do? Like a typewritten email flown via carrier pigeon, whatever they did in the 40s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, we need mountain troops.
They write something on
Yeah.
a scroll.
I mean, look
And
at the
they send it
Finns.
off.
Look how
Yeah.
good the Finns
Now,
are doing
were
on
the
skis
pigeons
with guns.
WW2 or WW1?
That should be the second one.
Second one?
The sequel.
Probably the first two.
I wouldn't think the models
But-
would change that much.
Wait, what is? Sorry, what was the question?
The pigeons. When
Oh.
were they using the pigeons? Was that
We-
one or two?
We keep coming back to pigeons on this.
I'm dying.
Well, because I like them. There's one over there actually. Hey, don't
Pigeons are a
die.
beautiful bird. They've done a lot for us as you
Government
know, in
drones.
wartime, and now
And
they're
in
just
peace.
all over New York, homeless.
You know what we need to do?
What's a drone? Pigeons.
We need to weaponize gardener spiders. See gardener
Put
spiders?
little tiny machine guns
Like
on
orb
their
weavers,
backs.
or?
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Send them off.
I was
Kill
thinking-
those ants.
Oh yeah, I was talking with my buddies last night.
They're
how
more hornet guys.
Are
Like,
those
uh,
the nest ones?
Oh yeah.
the Romans
like
used
do
to
the-
chuck like jars
just
of
chill.
wasps onto enemy ships,
And if you threaten
And,
them, they dance.
and even if the wasps landed in the water, then they're gonna go to wherever it's dry, and that's the enemy
I'm gonna
ship.
start doing that if you
So it's like you
They
just-
use
carry-
wasps for warfare?
Yeah, you just carry around a
Oh,
jar
no, I
full of
hear ya.
wasps.
Yeah.
Like you get in the fight with the dude at the bar.
The non-honeycomb.
And it's like,
it's
he's
not
like,
a
I'll
honeycomb, whatever they
I'll throw
have.
it. These are murder hornets.
Yeah, it's like a shitty paper mache.
And it's like if someone pulled that on me, I would leave the bar. It's like I apologize for checking out your girl, or you thought I did anyway.
Yeah, straight up.
I'm gonna leave.
Please don't hit me with your murder hornets.
I feel like you could
I'm
tell the
out.
murder hornet guy at the bar from the hat
Yeah.
across the bar.
He might even be in the whole suit, you know,
Is it-
wide with the hat and the
Probably,
screen
for
and
sure.
red.
Probably not
Reminds me
just
of,
wrong.
Yeah.
Who's that chick from
They
Hunter
brought
x Hunter
equipment.
with the bees in her head?
Huh?
Who's that chick from Hunter x Hunter with the bees in her head?
Ooh, man, I don't remember all the Hunter details. Too many.
I watched it all pretty
Hunter Biden?
recently. But yeah, it was him.
Who's got bees in his head?
Yeah, he got trapped with the snake dude. He died
Also got
during
snakes
the
in
exams.
What?
I got snakes in my house
Huh?
because the
I got
mice are
snakes
back,
on this plane
and
right
the
now.
Not to be
I'm
confused
tired
with
of
the
them.
Kennedy with the worms.
tired of these-
He's got the
right,
worms.
Right.
mother hugging serpents
worms.
on this father flapping
Yep.
aircraft. Anyway,
Yeah.
what were we talking
Snakes
about?
on a Plane was one of my favorite movies to
It was
watch.
I'm
a
not
great
gonna lie,
movie.
I
I've
couldn't.
never
It was
seen
I
it.
can't
I've
do
never
snakes.
seen it.
Dude.
I want to, but
Hands
at the same
down.
time,
I saw it in three. I
it
saw,
sounds ridiculous. It sounds too
Well,
ridiculous.
okay.
Like too ridiculous.
Obviously, okay? No, okay. I went to the theaters with 5 other people in the entire theater. And it was the best because they weren't trying to be a comedy and everybody
Yeah.
would laugh at the same parts and like motherfucking snakes on the motherfucking plane. People would like cheer, throw
Yeah.
beer at each other,
Throw
all
beer
the
at
shit
each
that you
other.
shouldn't do at a movie theater.
Somebody
I was
got a roll of
15.
bacon.
It was great. Like,
That's awesome.
no man, it
That
was.
was wonderful.
That's a
Wow.
great mental image.
Yeah.
Just
I
like,
feel like they
yeah.
need to do one of those 4D experiences with that, where every time they're like motherfucking snakes, you get the like snakes in your seat.
Yep.
In Disney, they
And then
make
you
it
get
feel
the
like
beer to
rats
throw.
running under your seat. They make it feel like
IBS.
snakes.
Just get IBS from watching snakes on the plane. Oh my god.
You ever been scared?
Like real scared?
Like ever?
Like,
Oh.
well, have you ever
Of a
had,
snake,
you ever been-
specifically?
Well, no. Have you ever been so scared that you had to make a conscious decision not to shit your pants?
Yeah,
You're
mannequins
like,
do
you
that
got
for
close,
me.
You're like,
Oh.
Mannequins do that for me. Yeah.
I
thanks.
Mannequin-
accidentally shit my pants on so
Mannequin-
many
I have
occasions
the
that I
height,
kind of
yeah.
just let it happen.
It's true.
I won a fart contest.
Pardon?
you got enabled.
Hold on, wind that back. How did we get here?
Sorry.
So, Camp
he
or
dis-
Boy
He
Scouts, you know how
distracted
it
me
is.
with the fart contest.
I don't actually.
Well, you're having a fart contest
Oh.
over by the water hole.
I thought you said fuck
It's a
contest.
No,
True
fart
story.
contest. Sorry, no, you
Are
do
you guys
have.
using like a standardized PVC tube with like a loudener, or you
No,
guys use like
It's
a
just
Just
based
natural.
on audience response.
Yeah,
It's
just
based
natural.
on audience
Performance.
response.
Yeah.
It's a
Alright.
performance.
That's how you really
thing.
get your badge.
So,
not very clinical?
Yeah.
I won because it sounded wet.
Hey, fucking.
And then they
won.
left not knowing that it in fact was wet.
Oh yeah, well,
So
authenticity.
technically it was like a
You cheated.
yeah, I cheated.
Hey,
Oh my god.
fucking ain't a contest.
Exactly.
Fucking ain't a contest.
did.
I
cheat.
won, but I won.
You cheated.
I was dedicated. Commit to the
You
bit.
should.
You know what I mean?
Definitely won. Yeah.
He committed to the bit. And that's how his comedy career started, actually. It was when he shit himself. He had a revelation.
Who hasn't done that?
I have not.
I still don't see your vape.
No, I
vape?
found it.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
okay.
Woo,
So I was
ladies and
wasting
gentlemen,
time.
we found the vape.
30 minutes later. Alright.
Needed a tag for that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, gotta go back. That's the vape. All right, we found
I
it.
definitely have a problem.
Oh, it
All right,
was. It was there. Where did I leave it then?
What is this?
While we're talking problems, I'm gonna kill everyone at the table for about 7 minutes.
Please
Cool.
do.
I'm probably gonna.
Macy's gonna fart.
I'm probably gonna go do sound check here.
That's smart. That's a smart
Shortly.
thing
I
to
think
do.
that's what. I think that's.
I'm gonna just
I
kind of
love
look
it.
cool with a cigarette till I find
I
a lighter
love it.
after this podcast.
Oh, there's a light in my bag, I think.
No, it's fine. It's cool. It's cool.
Oh.
It's good. It's
Yeah,
good.
conversation's flow. We're definitely not talking about our problems right now.
By the way, I'm just gonna hold on to this so it's at the end I can get some clips myself. I can clip out 720p is what I do my sub clips. Do you do 1080?
Fuck that, dude. No, dude, 720. Who gives a shit?
That's what I said.
No one,
Yeah,
no
that's
one
what I
really
said.
cares.
Who's gonna
No
be
one's
like,
really
I
paying
can't see your
attention.
pores. Dude, have you ever done like 5? Have you ever
Why
done
do you
4K?
want-
Bro, I
5K.
shit myself. Like,
Dude, you've done 5Ks and
Done
shit yourself.
5Ks.
Dude, no, like 4K.
You look too real.
4K sucks, dude. And like 5 minutes of fart jokes is like 80 gigs.
it's
Grand
ridiculous.
Theft Auto's like
It's
60
ridiculous
gigs.
the dedication you have
Takes-
to have to data for all this. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah. It's like
Excuse
shit
me
gets
while I
expensive.
open my fart file.
yeah.
12.5 gigs.
Excuse me while I invade Taiwan. Goddamn. Like, I get it. Like, who
Ship captain going
who
down.
likes buffering? Not
Oh, we
me.
buffer all the time.
Definitely not my 3-year-old. Let me tell
Oh
you.
my
Ah.
gosh.
Ah.
Oh
Get a
my
little
gosh.
scientist.
It is a war zone in the house if there's buffering.
Or a commercial. God forbid it's 2024 and we have commercials. Oh man, they don't
It's
know how
great.
good they got it.
The
That's
commercial
great.
should be imbued into the show. You know, like Frito-Lay
Oh.
band. You know,
Like Wayne's World.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. We don't
Yeah.
advertise.
Man,
This geek
We're
creates
put on my
more.
We're
Adidas
aging.
fit.
Brought to you by
Yeah, brought to you by this.
Outlaw.
This
By
pass.
my
That's my favorite part is that it's a RBP. I can't. We're not
no,
sponsored.
that's all right. We don't
It's
need. We
not
don't
Red
need to
Bull.
take two.
It's
That's
not
good.
Red Bull.
And it's not extreme.
It does give you wings, though.
Honestly, if ads were
If
like
you
that,
jump
just
far enough.
awkward and
Asterisk.
funny,
Fun fact.
Asterisk.
I'd be less
my
upset.
grandfather's
I'd be less
70th
upset with the
birthday.
world.
Red Bull's not responsible for any of the claims made by any of the ads.
Certainly none of the
It's
claims
separate
made by
plug.
those animals that can suddenly fly that weren't supposed to.
Oh.
Wait, what?
It's a shallow cut. It's a shallow cut. I'm sorry.
Animals that-
Yeah, I don't
Red
think
Bull
I
commercials
know.
gives you wings. It's a
Oh,
bad
the-
one.
okay,
You can cut that
okay.
one.
All right, yeah, I know.
I was on notes.
We are crash landing right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into the show. I didn't introduce anybody at the top.
What up? You don't need to know any of us.
Donald Duck here. Hey, it's your boy.
You can put in the
It's your
description.
boy.
Hang out to
They
the
call
end to
me-
find out who I'm talking.
They call me Little Shitter. Check out my SoundCloud. We got a compilation. We got a damn. What's the word?
LP.
No,
EMP.
when you I got a collaboration with the Yeasty Boys.
The Yeasty.
We're gonna come to your town, and we're gonna stand around, and nothing else.
And then we're gonna
And nothing else.
throw our hand up and say, "Yeah."
And that's the show.
And then we're gonna
And no one can see
leave
any
$50 a ticket.
nonchalantly.
Outside the 7-Eleven.
Where's my visualizer at?
Oh, you had me at little shitter. I will definitely be checking out that sound.
You'd be the first. The very first. But
New content daily.
You can't
Check out
2
this
a.m.
fart
when I
it's
wake
just,
up.
man.
and the new content is just an awkward selfie from that one
trying to
angle
fart
that,
without
that
shitting.
every dad on a dating
Check out this
site
fart
does.
in a can. I got you. The echo in this room, guys.
It's probably gonna get flagged for copyright anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
The-
Excuse me, this
Yeah, they
wasn't a
could tell-
Ludacris video in 2006. We're gonna have to ban you.
Well, and the Jeep's gonna
I'm thinking of the
copyright strike
algorithm in
because
the
they could tell that it was a
Alright.
Jeep that just went by. The sound of the tires on the ass.
And on that
Fault.
note, I'm gonna tear all this down and start hosting open mic. Please tune in next time. Shout out to Bryce Urbano and 5 other people for watching the show. And
What up, 5 people?
yeah,
Put my other shirt back on.
I saw a lot of people
No, I'm not.
selling erotic anime. at
Yeah, me too.
Comic-Con.
They call that hentai.
It's
Henty.
hentai.
Henty.
It literally means pervert in Japanese.
I
and
thought it
it's
meant
great.
boob job. It's kind of that's why I
I
said
want one of those.
Me too.
Cartoon boob
Put
job.
on my butt.
Oh.
Like, just
Boobs
jiggle
on the butt.
around. You can just jiggle around, you know.
Oh.
That'd be some weird shit.